I'm what you can call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency in which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun, even if they're unplayable, which they often are. The mistranslations and the poor quality makes them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I play online, but there's one that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. Here's a picture of the cartridge, in case someone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you with any screen caps. Sorry. The game started with the familiar Nidorino and Gengar intro of Red and Blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon didn't cycle through. It also said Black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting a new game, the game started with Professor Oak's speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, you looked at your Pokemon. In addition to Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, you had another Pokemon. Ghost. The Pokemon was level 1, and had the sprite of the ghost you encountered at Lavender Town before obtaining the Silph Scope. It had one attack. Curse. I know that there wasn't any real move in this generation, because it did not exist, so it appears to be a hacked-in. The defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would say they were too scared to move. When the move Cursed was used in battle, the screen would turn to black, and the cry of the defending Pokemon could be heard. But it was distorted. Played is much lower pitched than normal. The battle screen would then reappear and the defending Pokemon would be gone. If you used it in a battle against a trainer, when the Pokeballs representing their Pokemon would appear in the corner, it would have one fewer Pokeball, indicating that the Pokemon has died. What's even stranger is after the defending trainer, and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, battle commands would appear again. If you selected Run, you'd be returned to the overworld. And if you selected Curse, upon returning to the overworld, the trainer's sprite would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer would have been is replaced with a tombstone like the ones at Lavender Town. The move Curse was not usable in all instances. It would fail against Ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if used in trainers that you would have faced again, such as your rival or Giovanni. It was usable in their final battle against them, however. I figured that was the gimmick of the game, allowing the user to provide an uncapturable ghost, and because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which was considered of ghosts and a couple very underleveled Pokemon, the screen cut to black. The box appeared with the words, "Many years later." Then cut to Lavender Tower. An old man staring at the tombstones. You realize this man is your character. The man moved only half your normal walking speed. No longer had any Pokemon with you, not even ghosts, who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your body through depositing the PC. The overworld was entirely empty. There were no people at all. There were still the tombstones that the trainers used Cursed on, however. You can go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point, though your movement was very limited by the fact that you had no Pokemon to use HMs. And regardless of where you went, the music of Lavender Town continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that if you go through Diglett's cave, one of the cut-up bushes that normally blocks the path on the side is no longer there, allowing you to advance to the Pallet Town. By entering your house and going to the exact tile where you start the game, the screen would cut to black. The sprite of Caterpie appeared. It was replaced by Weedle, and then a Pidgey. I soon realized As Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise, these were all the Pokemon that I'd use Curse on. At the very end of my rival's team, a youngster appeared, then a Bugcatcher. These were the trainers I'd use Cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender music was playing, but it's slowly decreasing in pitch. Every time your rival appeared on the screen, it was a little more than a demonic rumble. After cut to black, a few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer sprite was now about an old man, the same one that teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Viridian City. Ghost appeared on the other side, along with the words, "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items, and you had no Pokemon. If you tried to run, you couldn't escape. The only option was fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to use struggle, which didn't affect Ghost, but it did chip off your own HP. When it was Ghost's turn to attack, it would simply say, ... Eventually, when your HP reached a critical point, Ghost finally used Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. Regardless of the buttons you pressed, you were permanently stuck on this black screen. At this point, the only thing you can do is turn the game all off. When you played it again, there was only the new game option. The game had to erase the previous file. I played through this hack game many times. Every time the game ended with this sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, though he was impossible to remove from the party. In these cases, it did not show any Pokemon or trainers and simply cut to the cinematic battle with Ghost. I'm not sure what the motives were behind the creator of this hack, so it was presumably not for the momentary game. It was very well done for a bootleg, however. It seems like he was trying to convey a message, though it seems like I'm the sole receiver of this message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. The incivility of death? The pointlessness of it? Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly inject death and darkness into a children's game. Regardless, this children's game has made me think. And it's also made me cry.